Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage for the first time ever, Captain America himself, the Black Critic Guy. Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to a very special movie warfare. Not only because we are talking about one of my favorite heroes dueling against one of the most popular heroes right now, but also I'm joined by my very good friend Joe from Agree to Disagree.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
And we also have a special guest with us. We got the girl that starred the Geeky Awards herself and actually was the main reason how me and Joe met and everything. So she is an awesome girl. Say hello, everybody, to Kat from Comic Uno.
Hey guys, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to see that the Geeky Awards did this. It's one of the main reasons I do the Geeky Awards, so really fun to be here. I'm excited.
Yes, and I'm energetic right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
I've been waiting for this for like 2 weeks now since me and Joe talked about it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna murder you, Joe.
We'll see who wins.
I'm on a bit of a winning streak.
Hey, you got lucky. You got lucky last time. You won on a technicality.
Hey, I'm on a bit of a winning streak. So
Okay, Kat, first of all, he won on a technicality.
I won too.
Well, we'll see this round. We'll have to see. I will be the moderator type person because I am familiar with both the movies and comic books. So.
Okay.
By the way, so I kind of mentioned it earlier, but Joe, tell us, who are our main combatants tonight?
It is Captain America versus Batman.
Ooh.
And yes, they have a bunch of different comic stories and everything, but we're not necessarily going by that. We're going by them as movie characters, so kind of on the big screen type characters. So it's going to be a little bit harder with Captain America because it's more restricted, but nonetheless.
Man, it ain't no sweat off my back. I got Cap's back right here. So I'm just sharing the link with my subs real quick.
Okay.
And
I will tweet it out as well.
all right.
Yes, I'll tweet it too.
This is the tweeting portion of the show.
It is.
Tweet, baby. While we're all doing the tweeting and the Facebook, and Kat, why don't you tell people who aren't familiar with you, besides the Geeky Awards, like what else do you do?
Yeah, so I do 2 channels right now, Comic Uno and Comic Frontline. Comic Uno is my main channel. That's my channel, obviously, I do by myself. This weekend's actually going to be a big weekend because of San Diego, so we're going to have a lot of videos for San Diego Comic-Con. And what do? I do comic reviews, television reviews, some movie reviews too. I like going opening weekend for the movies and trying to do reviews for that too. So tons of videos. And yeah, for Comic Frontline, it's a group channel that we have with many people. We have podcasts. We talk about television, movies, comic books, mostly comic books, but we go into venture our own interests also. So a lot of us like television or toys, so we venture into those things in Comic Frontline. So yeah, that's my whole channel, and hope you guys subscribe and check it out.
Oh, looks like I got the rumble down under here. So Kat actually sent this storm that was actually supposed to be in New York my way, and now it's storming outside my house. So
it is weird. It's not the same storm, I don't think, but it was storming right before we went on in New York, and now Florida, it's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm from New York, and it's absolutely beautiful outside. So.
Wait a
yeah, right now it's okay, but before it was really bad where I am.
Thanks, Joe. Rubbing it in my face, aren't you?
Of course.
Just eating it up, huh?
That's what I'm here for.
Anyway, so I guess now that we got all the introductions out of the way, let us introduce this little segment that me and Joe like to call Movie Warfare. Now, for those of you who are new to Movie Warfare, basically Movie Warfare is where we take 2 major characters from a movie and we pit them against each other in 3 rounds. Brains, brawns, overall badassery, and what we like to call the 3 Bs. And then, by the end of the show, once everything is said and done, we let you guys vote on who you would like to win for this movie warfare. And if you could do me a huge favor when you're voting, put the hashtag Team Batman or Team Captain America. Wink, wink, wink. Wink, wink, wink.
Right. Team Batman will be, the one definitely to do. So
I'm excited to see which one wins.
Don't make me come over to New York. I will do it. I could be late to work, Joe. I'll beat him.
There's just one thing also that we do is when you guys are voting, feel free to ask questions because while you guys vote, we hang out, we answer questions, stuff like that while you guys get your votes in. So
Yeah, no,
yeah,
don't be afraid to ask questions to Kat as well. She is our special.
yeah, definitely. She's a guest tonight, so.
I know you're all very curious to know about her.
Way.
I'll tell
There's
you what.
one comment I already love. They said 1 minute late. I was like, if you watch some of my live shows, we could be like 20 minutes late. So 1 minute late is just like not even a big deal.
That's why I love my subscribers so much. These people are the coolest, most dedicated people I've seen on YouTube. So thank you all for joining us. So without further ado, we're gonna get started now with our special guest, Kat, knowing more about Batman and Captain America, both in the movie format and the comic book format. I thought, why not have her do the whole like background on both of the characters, starting off, of course, with Captain America.
Captain America. Well, Captain America is a long-time character for Marvel, starting in World War II. And, of course, he had his movie, Captain America. I don't know what year it came out.
2011.
2011? And, of course, Winter Soldier came out this year also. And Avengers, those are the 3 movies he's been in. And played by Chris Evans. He is a super soldier. He has super strength. More ability than a regular human. So even though he's kind of known as a human character, he definitely has more of ability than a human, and he's, again, a super soldier. He also has his shield, which could protect him from anything, and that's Captain America for you. And again, comic book version, there's just a lot of versions of Captain America. Steve Rogers is not the only Captain America sometimes, so I'm not going to get into that. But he is obviously a very well-known character and one of the heads of the Avengers. Now, Batman has a little bit of a bigger history and has been in media a little bit longer, of course, with old movies, the TV show with Adam West. So we've been in the mainstream universe, we know Batman for a little bit longer. And comic book-wise, we have too. And I would say what people think of mostly right now is The Dark Knight, Christian Bale's Batman, so I'm sure we're going to concentrate on that. But also there's animated shows with him. A lot of people think of Batman, the anime series, so I don't know if we're going to factor into that. But he's just a regular human. He doesn't have any powers, but he's very smart with his detective skills, and that's he could defeat Superman. So that's a big thing. But yeah, that's a little summary of both characters.
All right, Joe, you got to do the voice now.
I cannot. I came in.
Do the voice, Joe.
Oh God. Okay. Batman is gonna win. See, I can't do it.
You started.
You were doing fine. All you had to do was like, I'm not wearing any hockey pads.
Where is she? I can.
Where's Rachel?
That's all I can do.
Let her go. Okay, so as we always do, we start off with discussing the brains of the character. And I guess, ladies first. Joe, take the lead.
Oh. How
Whoa,
generous.
big burn right there.
Shots fired.
How generous. That's okay because we'll see when it's all said and done. You know who comes out on top. But Batman is known for his brains. Yeah, he has a lot of cash, and that's how he's able to have the gadgets that he does. But as Kat said, he's more of a detective, and he overcomes a lot of his enemies. Yeah, using his gadgets, but it's always the brain. Yeah, he's got build on him, but he's not known for his brawn, especially when he's going up against someone like Bane. It's always the brain. So I think that alone, I think this category is kind of it's kind of a sweep for Batman because that's what he's known for. He's a huge character and he's known specifically for the brain.
But you just said that you said it's a sweep, yet you just mentioned that he wasn't known for his brawn. So
we're doing brain.
I thought you were mentioning like the whole thing. It's gonna be a sweep.
Oh no.
It
Just
might.
for brain. Just for brain.
You hold your tongue there, Cat.
Okay. I've said my
storm back
I
up.
didn't say which side I picked. So.
All right. Well, before I start, I just want to say, you don't want to face me, Batman? Huh? You want me to break your back again? Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry.
Isn't there
You're
a thing with
right.
a cup too? Like,
What's up?
isn't there like a known thing with a cup? Like you talking to a cup or something? It's
I,
not great.
here, let me talk into this bowl right here. Oh, you only emit the darkness. No, it doesn't work.
No.
No,
You
it
have
didn't
to
work.
get the mask.
I gotta get the.
You gotta invest in one. You got the shield, Captain America. Get the Bane mask.
I want to get the whole Captain America like suit down so I can walk around and say, "People, I'm Captain America." Anyway,
And in our next movie warfare that Captain America's in, you'll be set. Maybe you'll actually win that one with Captain America, because no way can Captain America beat Batman.
okay, Joe. Okay. Now you're right about Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, not really being known for his intellect. I mean, he's not dumb, but he's not really like clever thinker kind of thing. He's more on the Brawn side, but where he doesn't where he lacks in intellect, he makes up for with having a big heart. He's
Oh God!
Wait, hey!
God's
So
sake!
is there gonna be a category for a big heart?
I'm just
That's
wait.
the
Let
fourth
me
big
make my case.
heart.
Let me make my case. Yeah. The reason that I love Captain America so much, not only because he is a freaking badass, he's so cool, and he wears my favorite colors in the world, red, white, and blue. I just love this guy's compassion and his love for his country. And just, he's such a compassionate dude, He has the morals that I always hold myself up to, and it's things that I like to follow in my daily life. And, he's a lot of people always compared him to Superman, of how he's kind of like the Boy Scout of Marvel, where he's like, oh, we gotta do the right thing, and for justice and peace and stuff. Although later on, especially during the Civil War era of Marvel, he was all about, don't repress me, don't tell me what to do. And I always loved how he stood up for kind of like the little man, which is what I always thought America was. We stood up for the little man. So he's a great personification of American values. And again, he might not be the smartest one of the bunch, but he has a big heart.
So I think for this round, Batman wins for brains. Or if it was about the heart, I mean, Batman doesn't have a big heart. He loves his family sometimes, but he doesn't like giving hugs. So, yeah, for brains, I think, Batman wins it.
Well, it breaks my heart to hear that you guys want to give it to Batman so much when, Captain America's awesome too.
He is, but in different ways. He might not be the smartest person, but
for the given category, I think it's kind of a point. You said a good point about the compassionate thing. I would have said for Captain America, like his leadership ability, I guess could factor in. Also,
oh yeah, I would almost say he's kind of like a good tactician, especially when going into a battle, and he knows how to handle one of those tight situations. Although I don't really think that's much of brains, more or less leadership and just knowing your opponent and your area. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, this is Batman clearly brains. I think this kind of goes to Batman.
I guess you could say that Batman soared above the competition. Come on, Joe, that was funny. Come on, right?
He knows the drums and everything, so.
Yeah, he does this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Inception.
Oh, Inception? You want the Inception one?
No, I absolutely do not want Inception.
Are you sure? See, I'm having too much fun tonight now. You got me all riled up and excited.
So brains.
We gave it to Batman for brains.
Closing. Okay.
Oh.
Now we get into Brawn.
This actually should be really fun. Okay, I'm gonna really hear everyone out. Because I'm gonna hear everyone out for this one.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, you want me? Okay.
Because I know you're not gonna win this one, no matter what you say. You're not gonna win this one.
I'll give it to Captain America. He's a hell of a soldier. I mean, yeah, he's got the power behind him, but he also has soldier experience. Being in war and everything. But you have guns and stuff, and I mean, hand to hand, he's probably pretty good, but nothing compared to Batman. Because if we're going by the movies here, especially the Christian Bale trilogy, he was raised. trained by Ra's al Ghul. He was trained to be a ninja, and I think that specific skill, those set of skills that comes with that, I think that shows superiority in fighting as opposed to what Captain America would learn in the army.
I'll say this. It gives him superiority in sneaking around. That does not give him superiority in
But hand to hand as well. I mean, Batman can... we saw him go toe-to-toe with anyone hand-to-hand combat, and, he always holds his own. I mean, he's got that fighting experience, that ninja experience. So
you see Captain America the Winter Soldier. Did you see that opening scene where he's just hauling ass on this boat, knocking any motherfucker out of the way as he's running through the boat? And then he had that huge fight scene with that guy, which was effing awesome. Or the elevator scene where he took down all of those guys, Crossbone included. I mean, and he fought the Winter Soldier not once, not twice, not three times, and held his own every single time. I mean, yeah, Batman definitely, he could be in a fist fight and hold his own, but he's not really known for being like the strongest fighter. He's more or less hidden in the shadows, and he could sneak behind an enemy, knock them unconscious before literally getting into a fight. I mean, he could hold his own, but face to face, like on an even ground playing field, he wouldn't compare to Captain America. And not only because he has the super soldier serum on him. I mean, Captain America is just a brawler, and I'll say this too. Although Captain America will be knocked down a couple of times, he always gets back up.
That is a good point, but I would disagree about the super soldier thing. I think it would be more of a fair match for Batman if he didn't have super soldier. But since Captain America does have a super soldier serum, we're not talking about brains, because again, like I've said that Batman could defeat Superman, it's happened. That's more because that's his brain doing it. He could get kryptonite, he could do all those things for that. Bronze, just talking bronze, Captain America wins. Like if Captain America could defeat the Hand in Marvel, which is like the ninja version of Marvel, yeah, Captain America is gonna win bronze for that.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree here.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I knew you were going to do that.
Because I'm going to go ahead with the Ra's al Ghul training and, the fact that he did become a ninja, and just for fighting ability, I would, look at a ninja being a lot more intimidating as opposed to a soldier, even if it is a super soldier.
He does have super strength, though. Batman doesn't.
May I raise a question, though?
Go ahead, Tony.
How many fights has Batman against his opponent legitimately won? In the movie sense, how many fights has Batman against his main opponent has he legitimately won?
His main opponent?
Yeah. I'm talking Ra's al Ghul, I'm talking the Joker, and I'm talking...
Ra's al Ghul. He beat Ra's al Ghul.
He did not.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did
not.
Ra's
al Ghul came back.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul came back, but then he beat him on the train because Ra's al Ghul wasn't aware of his surroundings, and Batman was able to, okay, I guess trick him, but he still came out on, okay. No.
His brains use a lot of fighting.
It wasn't necessarily a brain. He didn't think of a plan. It was just he found a weakness, and that's not as much brain, just that's fighting. Like you're able to like kind of harp on a weakness.
I think he did think of a plan though. Remember, he gave Gordon the tumbler, said, "Hey, I need you to go here. I'm gonna be going there. I'm gonna get my ass kicked a little bit, but I'm gonna just pretend like I'm losing. But then in the last minute, I'm gonna be like, how about this?" And then he's gonna hold him down, and then he's like, "I'm not gonna save you."
Okay, all right. So Batman beat him there, and then with Harvey Dent.
Wait a minute.
Harvey Dent he beat too.
Second. He didn't beat him though. He let him die. Remember?
Who? Harvey Dent?
No. Ra's al Ghul. Like he didn't really beat him like to submission. He literally just like, I'm not gonna save you. I'll just.
He was responsible for his death though, and that's because of he was able to find a weakness in Ra's.
But he wasn't able to defeat him at the point of submission. Like literally, physically unable to get up. He defeated him in the sense that he decided to let him die for his cause. That's it.
Okay. With Ra's, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Joker, we get no kind of solid conclusion. Um, Scarecrow, he doesn't really.
Doesn't really fight him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
not
doesn't
really much. Yeah, that's not much of a real fight. But Two-Face, he beats.
Well, Two-Face is another person that's not
Not really much of a fighter.
fighter. It's like a different type of villain.
But he kinda,
Batman wins the fight,
to
though.
be fair, he tricked him again. He made him flip the coin while he wasn't paying attention. He went, oh!
I gotta say, I agree. I think Batman's more of a, not trickster, but he uses his detective skills and his brain a little bit more than his bronze, which helps him. He has a lot of strength, but I think Captain America is definitely someone that just uses his bronze. He doesn't really use anything else because he's a soldier, so I think he's definitely more known for his bronze.
Like you said, Joe, he's a ninja. Ninjas are trained to be sneaky and very hidden. That's how they get the advantage over their opponents.
But that's their fighting style.
Surprise.
That's their fighting style, though. So that can go into Brawn because it's his type of fighting.
Yeah, but again, even if he used that fighting style, he would literally need to get the drop on Captain America, be able to knock him unconscious, which has been proven in the movies and in the comics that it's really hard to knock out a super soldier from behind. You really need to you need like a big ass 2x4 with like some type of metal and then a cinder block, bash it over his head, and that
maybe Batman has that.
Huh?
Maybe Batman has that. Maybe he brings that.
But is he bringing it to the fight? You know, like if it's just them, you can't bring anything to the fight.
Okay.
And hey, if we're gonna do like this whole bronze thing, let's add weapons. Fair?
Oh, if we're talking weapons, I mean, Batman's gadgets. I don't think you're beating those.
And also like Batman. No, but think about it. Batman brings his Batmobile. He runs over Captain America. Game over.
Yeah, I mean, Captain America's got a shield, and that's super and everything, but that's nothing compared to his gadgets. I mean, that's
I agree.
I
And that
don't
goes back to Batman's brain, using his gadgets in a way that's like tactical, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, that
Batman's
goes.
good, like, oh, here's my shield.
See, that's the thing. You think he only uses his shield as a shield, but again, if we're gonna go by the movies, that shield is versatile as shit.
It's one weapon.
So he uses it
Weapon,
as a shield.
that's all he really needs. Just throw that freaking thing. It's so durable. I mean, vibranium. It's freaking badass. What's a freaking batarang or a smoke bomb to a freaking shield made of vibranium?
But that's one shield. That's one weapon. Batman's got an arsenal. Get it, cat? Arsenal?
He has an arsenal that is completely useless to vibranium. It's the hardest piece of metal known to exist.
But again, if Batman could outsmart Wonder Woman, Superman, any like all these different people that are like stronger than Captain America's shield, I think he can outsmart Captain America with his gadgets. Again, but that goes back to
that's kind of a gray area because there's brains, there's bronze, and then we always kind of include weapons, and then that's kind of its own kind of thing. It's not necessarily brain or brawn. It's kind of a side thing. But so I guess we're good with Brawn. I mean, I rest my case. I think the ninja.
Hey, Kat already agreed with me, so that's 1 point to Captain America, 1 point for Batman.
But it's the fans here who vote.
It's the fans. Let's see what they say. I think a lot of people are just going to say, I'm Batman, and I'll be their answer.
If you want, you can look at some of the comments and see what people are saying.
Yeah, I actually.
Cat was one of them, so.
One?
Team Kitty Cat. There we go.
Team Kitty Cat is or Team Iron Man. So I don't know if I think someone else is going to end up winning this battle, so.
Well, as long as it's not Batman, I think I can live with it.
Oh, one actually, I know we're not doing questions or anything, but one guy put a comment that kind of relates to the whole Brawn thing. I think it's appropriate for now. It's Batman seems to always encounter a struggle and overcome it with dedication and seemingly random tricks. Example, guy who fixes broken back in third movie. Captain America knows he can take on people and does it, but lets them get away sometimes. Example, Winter Soldier chase after killing Fury in like a movie. Both have their weaknesses and flaws, but Batman has dedication. Captain America just seems to chase, kick ass, etc.
I
So
don't.
Yeah, just like
I
a
don't
soldier's
know. I
good.
mean, Kyle, you started off good, but you fumbled at the end because if there's one thing Captain America is known for, is his dedication. Like seriously, the guy never gives up at all.
But
I mean,
Batman doesn't either.
Okay, Batman doesn't either, but so does.
But that's what makes them heroes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The persist-
very true. Every hero does. I mean, I can't say every hero, but a lot of heroes.
Yeah, a majority, you know.
Yeah.
Because one thing I loved about Captain America, even when he wasn't Captain America, he was just skinny ass Rogers.
Especially talking movie.
That scene where he was in the movie theater, he's just like, "Wait, why don't you shut up?" And then the guy stands up, and he's just like, "You want to fight?" And then they go into the back alley, and he's trying to put up a fight, but he knows he can't. I mean, if that's not dedication, then what is? I mean, seriously, he came back even though he knew he had the disadvantage. And he just kept coming back and coming back. Persistence and dedication right there. So,
but let's go to Batman, who in Dark Knight Rises gets his back broken, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna be Batman again. Let's go."
Yeah, that's kind of a career ender for me.
He's like, does a couple of push-ups. Let's go. I'm Batman.
And then he climbs out of a hole, a very big hole.
yeah, but even by the end though, he doesn't really defeat Bane. I mean, he does. He had him. Then he let his guard down, and then right when Bane's about to do a finishing move on Batman, he just gets saved by a Deus Ex Machina from the sides. Like, hey, it's me, Catwoman. Saved your ass again. It's like, oh, thank you, Catwoman. Let's get her.
That is a good point.
I will say this. I'm not saying that he's not determined. I just feel like Captain America, even though when he knows the odds are against him, is more determined. Batman can easily turn a situation around in his benefit. And, he faces more realistic and down-to-earth villains that are almost at the same level. I mean, the only, out-of-reach kind of characters that he faces is, the Killer Croc and Bane. The only really supernatural villains that he faces, or Poison Ivy, too, so...
That's in his universe. I would say he still deals with other universes, like Darkseid. Darkseid's the most powerful thing ever, and he's dealing with that with the Justice League. They say it's the same thing in Captain America, but...
I mean, but you could make that argument with Captain America facing off against Thanos and all the other galactic celestial beings that exist in the Marvel universe, Where Batman will never face Darkseid by himself and win. He needs freaking Superman or he's dead. So.
True.
And it's the same thing with Captain America. If he faced Thanos by himself, he'd be dead.
Okay. Well, I guess that pretty much does it for Bronze, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then we will get to Badass, which is, we say, if it came to Marvel versus DC here, and Avengers versus Justice League, and there's a whole world colliding against each other, and Batman has to take on Captain America, who would win? And I think it goes without saying Batman would win.
I totally didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
If they had to go against each other, if it's kind of worlds collide here, then Batman versus Captain America, Batman would win.
No. I don't agree with that at all.
All right, let's see what it
Now, here's what I want to say, though. We can't use the same example that we use for all of the other
No.
warfares. Because these two, they're not going to try to kill each other. They're heroes.
Well, let's just say that, they have to go against each other because in comics and stuff, there's always the...
Civil War on DC and Marvel.
Right, there's the alternate timelines and everything. Let's just say they think each other is evil. And it is Batman versus Captain America, and they see the other one as a threat. They see them as evil. Who wins?
Dude, Captain America.
Batman. Batman overcomes all.
So does Captain America. Hello. Did we not just get done talking about the Winter Soldier?
Okay. Well, who's died more? Captain America's died more than Batman. Batman only died, in the comics, Batman's only died once. Captain America's died about, 2 times now, 3 times. So
It always,
that might be a factor
back.
too.
He always comes back, doesn't he?
So does
That's
Batman.
not a good analogy. That's
You said you can't keep saying the same thing for the last topic. You said that he always comes back for the last one.
Yeah, and I rest my case there. He always comes back. Even death can't hold him, man. He's just like, oh, I died? Okay, I'll take a break for a second, and oh, Captain America's back, bitch.
I think Batman would win here because what was your kind of argument? You gave me the brains thing. So you said Brawn, you thought Captain America beats Batman. So it becomes a battle of brain versus brawn. And we see that in a similar situation with a lot of Batman's villains. Bane and Batman wins. Or Cat keeps throwing out the whole Superman example. Brain versus brawn. Brain wins. Brain always wins in a situation like that.
Yeah, think about different martial art moves. Like, there's different martial arts that obviously Batman knows because Batman knows everything, where they use more of, like, if you're skinnier, you can use the weight of the other person or the strength of the other person. I think Batman knows how to do that, and I don't think Steve is that smart because he doesn't really know martial arts. He just knows how to punch somebody. So I think martial arts in the brain is going to make Batman win, and also his gadgets, all of that. I think Batman just has more on his side. He has money. He's got friends. You know, he's got stronger friends probably than Captain America. So I gotta go with Batman also on this one.
I will say this. Yes, he's smart. Yes, he has his gadgets, and yes, he has his friends. But again, as I mentioned earlier, with Captain America, although he may not be the smartest guy, he is the one with the most determination, no matter who he faces. You know, Batman, I understand when he needs to do something, he does something, he tries to find a way to figure it out. But if you meet someone as determined as Captain America, nothing will ever stop him unless literally they cut his head off like the Highlander. Nothing would stop him in his way to defeat those who threatens the world or threatens the things that he stands for. And if, you know, he sees Batman as a villain, he will stop at nothing to make sure he defeats him. Yeah,
unless he loses. Unless he just loses, then he has kind of no choice.
And think about it. If Wonder Woman and Superman are holding him down and Batman's just punching his face, he's not getting up from that. He's gonna die.
Hey, if we're gonna bring other superheroes in here, I will bring out the fucking Scarlet Witch. Bring in the Hulk. Okay.
That's true.
This isn't.
So that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
but,
this isn't League versus Avengers here.
That's true. That we should do that. But so going back to Batman and Captain America, I just think, yeah, like someone even mentioned in the comments, like Batman has all these vehicles. What is Captain America gonna do? Like shoot something, use his shield? It's not gonna defeat the Batmobile. And like Batman could stay in the Batmobile and just defeat Captain America that way. And I don't think Captain America is getting out of that.
I mean, but again, he is a tactician. Captain America is a tactician. So you don't think he would actually think about, okay, he's going to stay in his car. How the hell do I get him out of the car? He might not be smart, but he can figure out how to defeat an enemy. He's a tactician. So if he's going to be stuck in his little pansy car, he's going to find a way to either get him out or destroy the car before it even causes him any problems.
No one's going to destroy the Batmobile.
Oh, really? Oh, really? How many times has that shit blown up like The Godfather? Like, seriously. That Batmobile has been through so many remakes and renditions. It's mind-boggling.
I could probably agree with you on that. But can Captain America do it? I don't know. I just feel like all he is a soldier. And I don't know if that's enough for Batman, who's just like
I don't think so.
martial arts and all that. He has a lot on his plate, more than Captain America.
Oh, a lot of emotional issues, yeah, definitely. Whereas Captain America, this is kind of like another tangent, but I love the fact that Captain America did not have like a tragic backstory to make him so cool and edgy. He was just like, I believe in my country and I want to protect people from bullies. Damn, that's a good enough reason for me. I love that guy already. So anyway, but back to the whole badassness, you know. I think, honestly, if let's say we take away all of the weapons, it's just Batman, Captain America in a toe-to-toe fist fight, you know, duking it out.
That's going back to Brawn, though.
we're doing badassness now. We're putting them in
Right,
a
so that's not necessarily a hand-to-hand kind of face-to-face thing. That's, if they know that the other one's a threat and they can prepare and everything and they're going at each other, Batman wins. I mean, what you're saying, maybe, but then that's Brawn. That's Brawn, because that's face-to-face, going at it. Badass is different. It's kind of an enemy. It's not necessarily you're in that fight, but you have that enemy and you need to beat that enemy. They don't have to be running from you at the given time, but you know they're out there, so you have to beat them.
You know what I forgot? We forgot to even mention? Captain America's a fucking spy.
Batman's a ninja.
A spy is an American ninja.
Yeah, but ninjas are cool. Let's think about the word badass.
Okay, that scene where he literally sneaks onto the boat, is that not some ninja shit right there? I'm asking a legitimate question.
It could be.
You see Batman doing something like that?
All the time.
I can agree with it. It might be some ninja stuff.
The ninja stuff, huh?
Okay, so Dark Knight.
Huh?
Dark Knight at the end with like the building, when he finds that one opening and takes it in the building towards the end. That's
if we're
kind of.
We're gonna use that. I mean, if we're gonna let's say we put them on a boat, or let's put them in an isolated area, just them two, using the cover of darkness and whatever they have at their mandibles. I mean, again, Captain America being a spy, Batman trained ninja, going toe to toe, fighting each other. Again, since Captain America does have the strength on his side, I think he could kick Batman's ass, especially with his spy training skills that he's been acquiring over the years.
Even if that's true, the whole strength thing, Batman has brains. So what we're saying right here, what this comes down to, it sounds like, is brains versus brawn. And that's a matter, I guess, of opinion, but I mean, I always think of brain being able to top Brawn, and we see that with Batman's battles many times. Bane, really, a hell of a lot of brawn. Batman wins. Superman, Batman wins.
Technically, never really beat Superman. That's the thing.
He knows how to beat Superman, though. He's like, here's my kryptonite ring. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, Batman could beat Superman, I think. But that's also another.
How to, but he just never does it. And I don't know if you saw this though, Comic Uno, but there was this really interesting video by this guy named Angry Joe. He's a big fan of like Superman, and he gets mad when people like say Batman can beat Superman and stuff. I think that's an interesting video you should check out. But anyway, back to the whole issue at hand. Again, like I said, I just feel like Captain America would get the drop on him. Yes, Batman is a strategist. He's very smart, but again, Captain America is a tactician. He is a soldier. He likes to strategize. That's what he does. He's a leader. He knows what to do and how to lead and how to basically get the drop on his enemies. Batman is a solo fighter. He's always been solo. And yeah, he has the Bat family, but he doesn't really rely on them all the time. He kind of does his own thing.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I think he relies on, he does rely on his partners a lot, because, like, he always has a Robin on his side, and then that's part of the Bat family. You're just sidekicks that grew up, like Dick Grayson, he's gonna come in. Damian, he'll come in. Like I would, he also has partners. I think Batman, so I would have to disagree with that. But yeah, I don't know.
I rest my case for badass. I think it comes down to brain versus brawn, and brain, in my opinion, brain always wins.
But also think about the word badass. Like Captain America is this soldier. He's not really a badass character. Batman's like the definition of badass, He's this guy who roams the night, tries to save Gotham. So
that's what like little 15-year-old people that shop at Hot Topic with this dark and moody attitude, like, oh man, Batman, that's my man.
But is Captain America really badass though? Like, I would say Iron Man's badass, or Hulk. I wouldn't say Captain America's badass. He's cool.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen that guy? You see how tough he is? You want to say that guy's not a badass, really?
I don't think that would be the definition I'd call him.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
take
a bow.
I rest my case.
Well, I guess that ends the little 3B, so I guess that leaves only you guys at home watching right now. Vote in the comments. Hashtag Captain America wink, 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 wink. Or hashtag Team Batman, whatever. And yeah,
And,
so do we have any? Oh yeah, and if you have any questions,
yeah, because now we have 20 minutes, so we're gonna answer questions while you guys vote. So
Awesome.
I have to say though, Joe, this has to be the most heated and involved
intense, yes,
movie warfare we've had ever. Like seriously.
yeah, it's
It's
intense.
Marvel vs. DC, truthfully, so it's got to be heated.
Yeah, it's always intense.
Batman in the equation, it's always anything with Batman. People will be heated about it, especially if you guys did a Batman versus Superman. That would be crazy. Or people go crazy for Goku versus
Never
Superman.
liked Superman.
What happened?
I never liked Superman.
Superman, me neither.
I like Superman, but I'm not a humongous Superman fan. If you talk to my friend Jay, he will go on here and he'll say how Superman will defeat everybody.
No effing shit. I mean, the guy's like a super powerful alien from Krypton that's got all the radiation in the sun in his body and can basically survive in space if he wanted to.
I love that someone's answer is I don't know. Hashtag I don't know.
Hashtag I don't know.
That's Captain America right there. See, hashtag Captain America.
Hashtag Team Batman.
All right. Do we have any questions? You guys see anything for questions?
Not yet.
Batman wins because he is Batman. What further discussion is needed?
Oh, really? So original. So original.
That's great.
Sounds like Deadliest Warrior, but I disagree. But Batman would lose because Captain America is a ninja / Spartan hybrid. I know Batman has brains, but sometimes in the brains victory is more or less a retreat or a scarce victory, and he barely relies on anyone, unlike Captain America, who can think on his feet.
All right.
Dragon Slayer 817. He just
Let's
killed.
read a Batman comment.
Tony, we got a question for you.
A question?
Hey, yeah, it's the only one I'm finding here. So, hey Tony, can you do a top 10 anime you wish you never watched, or top 10 hottest, sexiest anime females?
I was really hoping not to answer any anime questions tonight.
It's we don't have many questions, so go for it.
Anime.
I mean, to the person that asked me that question, what was the name?
Hold on, I'll double check. Dark Killer 2013.
Killer 2013. At the beginning of every month, at the beginning of every month before I do the whole reveal to what the theme is going to be and stuff, I did the whole if you have suggestions for top 10s, be sure to send it to me, and I'll pick the ones that interest me the most. So at the end of June, early July, I already had a set list of the top 10s I'm going to do. I already have the last one coming up, which, Joe, you better fucking watch that one. I'm going to tag you and everything. Hashtag Joe needs to watch this.
What, a top 10?
Yes, it's going to be a very interesting one. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but...
Okay.
Anyway, so all the top 10 lists have been picked already, so that probably will be saved for next year, or whenever I feel like doing another top 10 list, which will probably be next year. All right, let's see. Oh, we got one for Comic Uno.
Yep.
From one of my subscribers, TG5455. He says, "I like this chick."
Thank you. Subscribe.
All right, Jada Yasmin. If someone can beat someone else with only a shield, that's badass.
Okay, that's not a question. Question for Comic Uno, though.
Okay.
How did you get involved in YouTube?
How did I get involved with YouTube is kind of a long story, but my show was actually originally called Comic Duo, and I was on this website called Comic Vine, in 2010, and we wanted to do reviews. So we did reviews. It wasn't really for YouTube. It was for the website, and ended up growing, and I learned more about the YouTube community, and here I am now. So yeah, I started out as Comic Duo, then my friend left, and I became Comic Uno.
Okay.
That's
Another
an
question.
origin story. That's Comic Uno Begins.
Yeah.
Use the Zimmer theme.
There will be a movie and DVD out next summer.
Stay tuned, because next summer will be the Comic Uno night. We have another question. Which hero do you think has the most deep and dynamic villains? And
that's not fair. That's not fair because Batman wins.
okay, no, he's not. I don't think they mean here. I think they mean just in general out of any superhero.
Batman.
And yeah, I don't mean to, kiss my own ass here, but Batman. I think Batman.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Spider-Man comes close though. Spider-Man does come close, but I will say Batman.
Yeah, Batman has a huge repertoire of kind of villains that are very well known.
No,
Batman
I agree.
is literally... Oh, go ahead.
I disagree.
I was gonna say Batman literally is. There's been a poll. Batman has the most interesting, most fascinating, and the best rogues gallery in any comic book. Like they don't get more iconic than Batman villains. They're so iconic that they steal the whole story away from Batman. Like,
right.
When people think of the Dark Knight, do they think, oh man, Bruce Wayne, he was so awesome? No, they talk about the Joker.
I don't think anyone talks about like Christian Bale at all. Being like, yeah, Christian Bale is awesome. Like everyone talks about like.
Oh shit.
She's gone. She'll come back. She has the link. So when she gets a chance, unless maybe the storm started hitting, but I guess we'll just roll on until she comes back.
I think we're both in agreement though that Batman has the most interesting rogues gallery. So.
Right. Okay. How's your day? Also, have you played an instrument? My day's good. How's your day, Tony?
My day was excelente. I mean, I'm talking Captain America, so.
Right. And then, have you ever played an instrument? I used to. Okay. Long story short, I used to go to Catholic school, and in order to play a saxophone, yeah, right. And in order to play a saxophone, you had to play clarinet for 3 years. So I wanted to play saxophone, so I did clarinet, and I hated the clarinet so much, and I never got around to the saxophone. But yeah, so I played the clarinet.
You played the clarinet too?
I did, because I wanted to play a saxophone.
Holy shit, dude! I didn't even know that. Guess what instrument I played?
Clarinet.
Bingo.
There we go. See?
See, just another reason why me and Joe get along so well.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else we got? I like this comment. Black critic guy is Batman, the girl is Spider-Man, and the guy is Iron Man.
I am
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
I don't know how that happened. I think it was my browser.
Welcome back. We were just answering this one question about how our day was. So.
And it says your name is Chris. So.
My name's Chris?
Yeah.
My name's Kat. So, oh. I know what you're saying. I thought someone in the comments said that.
No. It's this
Comic Frontlines thing. We're just going to go with it. This is Comic Frontlines Google+, but my Google Chrome's not working at the moment, so I'm Chris for now.
See, guys, she couldn't even keep her own Google Plus open.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know. No, well, for now, guys, I'm Chris. How you guys doing?
You got a question here, Chris. I mean, Chris. See, you got me saying Chris now.
Now you're calling.
All right, now I was just looking at it. Where'd it go? All right, here's a question: if Captain America went against Bane and Batman went against the Winter Soldier, who would win first?
Damn. Who went first?
Batman.
Yeah, I would say Batman also, because Bane against Captain America, that's a hard one.
Here's the thing, though. Bane, I mean, if we're going to go with comic book Bane, Bane is basically like Captain America, super soldier, serum and all. And, it'd be a very interesting conflict and fight. Although I will say Bane is smarter, but if they were to fight, I think it'd be like this even match between them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
As for the Winter Soldier seems more cold and uncaring, you know, whereas Bane, he likes to taunt people. Winter Soldier, he doesn't play around. He'll try to just kill you. And Batman does not do good against guns, as shown not only in the comics but in the movies as well. He just doesn't do good against guns. Winter Soldier loves to use guns. So I don't think it would be an easy feat for Batman to just defeat him off like that. And then that freaking robot arm, was that cool or what?
Very cool.
Just went like,
we have kind of a question. It has a question mark. So you're mean to me. Agree to disagree. So that's me. Hashtag I don't understand. Hashtag listen to me.
Oh, don't mind him. He does that a lot actually. So.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, but the hashtag is for Google Plus. It's because since YouTube's connected to Google Plus, hashtags are better to use. So that's why hashtags are good to use in the comments.
Well, here's an interesting question from JDJ. His name is JD Disputer in my channel. If its entire universe, if it's the entire universe against another, so DC versus Marvel, who do you guys think would win?
I got some people questioning me the other day, kind of with that.
So they questioned the same thing. They asked the same question to me, and they asked me to defend you. And I was like, Joe doesn't read comic books, but yeah, go on. They asked the same question to me. Swear to God.
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, it happened on my Avengers Now video, and I'm like, Joe doesn't read comic books. His experience is from the media. Like, he grew up with Justice League and all that, and I talked about it, and he's like, I don't believe you. I'm like, it's true.
Yeah, I got that on actually my Purge video.
Not the actual live show.
Yeah, I mean, I said this before, and I'll say it here. I was always a DC fan growing up. I knew the characters and everything more. So now to this day, I kind of have more of a connection with DC because of the fact that I did grow up with DC more. So even though Marvel is doing a fantastic job with the movies now, I still have a special kind of bond with DC. So I guess for that reason, I'll say DC. But again, I don't hate either one. So
there you go. But I get the same question a lot too, like Marvel or DC, and I actually had to dedicate a whole video because people are asking my allegiance. Or as a comic book reviewer, you don't really want that because it's like, oh well, you like Marvel, you're gonna get better grades in Marvel. So I literally made a video because I am both a Marvel and DC fan. I said, Marvel or DC, why do we have to choose? And I think that's the best answer I always give people. I don't want to choose. I like both companies for different reasons. I think that's always the best answer.
I answer this question as I answer all my questions, anime.
So I'm the only one who gave a real answer.
Hey, I gave a real answer in the context of my channel.
You do movies too.
I do movies too, but you know, anime.
Anime always wins.
Goku, we get everybody from Dragon Ball Z, all the superheroes that manga can provide us, and just.
You guys have to do Goku versus Superman. I don't know if you guys done it yet, but that's something you guys might have to do.
That's hard.
It is hard, and that's like the most popular one I've ever seen is Goku versus Superman. So, as an anime person, I think you should do it.
The only problem I have is that people seem to forget that Goku is not invincible. Like, the guy has died more times than any character in Dragon Ball Z, and has been resurrected more times than any character in Dragon Ball Z. You know, Goku isn't impervious. I mean, he's really strong. He's really strong. He's just not like Superman. Is the one problem I had about Superman is the guy's too fucking OP. Like, seriously, they tried killing him, and then they just came back to life. He even said he was just taking a nap. I'm like, what does it take to kill this guy? Like, seriously.
Superman all the way.
You can't. I mean, I just think I think it'd be a very interesting one though. But I do agree, but I think people are gonna still rebuttal you on that.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because I never watched Dragon Ball.
Oh, me either. I hate saying it because everyone's like, you have to watch it. It's like I just never got into it. Like
Yeah,
it's just not my
I
thing.
didn't like it.
No.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's if you didn't grow up with it, you might not even find it that interesting. So there's
Yeah,
that.
like I just got really bored with it. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes and it just didn't interest me.
All right, let's see.
There's
I'm gonna
one
get killed
comment.
by that, but
There's one comment that says Black Critic Guy is Goku, Chris the girl is Marceline, and Comic Uno the guy is Superman. Do you know how many things are wrong with that statement?
I don't know. He said Black Critic Guy is Goku. It gets a plus for me.
Right, but everything after that makes no sense. We've said constantly that her name is not Chris. Comic Uno the guy, I'm guessing that means me. I've done nothing to indicate that I'm
Comic Uno with all the comic books behind me.
Cat is
And
Comic Uno.
this is the account I use for Comic Frontline, but yeah, we've talked about this.
I'm not even agreed to. I'm one of 4 guys I'm agreed to disagree. So I'm not even agreed to disagree. I am 1/4 agreed to disagree. So.
So we're all, and there was actually a question: is are people still complaining about Google Plus? Yeah, if I had to switch my Google Plus, yeah, Google Plus is still not perfect. Like my Google Chrome browser did not support my Google Plus just now, so Google Plus is definitely not perfect.
Yeah. Any kind of comments? Guys, keep going in the comments, definitely. Keep them going. Keep voting, too, Batman.
Here's one for Comic Uno. Nice Arrow poster.
Thank you. I love Arrow, so yeah. And I just did a Arsenal video. They just revealed Arsenal costumes, so I did a video on that. So you could go check it out on Comic Frontline.
It's really awesome, and they got the whole Christmas vibe going on with the green and red, so...
Exactly. So they have to have a Christmas episode this year.
Definitely, so...
I don't see any questions yet. I mean, I see a lot of people voting, so I mean, if we want to, we can count votes.
Good, yeah, that's definitely keep voting for Batman, definitely.
All right, Comic Uno, if you would do the honors, all the way.
Who do I think wins?
No, I mean like, help us count the votes, I guess.
Okay, there's a lot. I'm gonna look through them.
Just make sure that you read, like, because sometimes they'll just say Captain America or Batman. It's not really a vote. So
Okay.
if somebody votes twice, which happens a lot, just ignore it, I guess. Let's see.
Let's see.
Someone just said Sex Tape is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah,
Tony,
I swear that. I haven't even gotten to see it, but I've heard very bad things about it.
Tony, how's that make you feel?
What? I didn't hear that.
Sex Tape is the greatest movie of all time.
I'm sorry, I think I got some in my ears. What?
Tony.
Joe? Joe? Can you hear me, Joe?
Tony.
Joe?
Tony. Sex Tape.
Joe, you're
Greatest
cut it
movie.
off there, buddy.
There's
Okay.
one comment that said Black Critic Guy is Batman, the girl is Spider-Man, and the guy is Iron Man. I don't know if you read that one yet, but
Oh yeah, you missed that. We actually read that too.
yeah,
I am
I mean,
Iron Man.
Spider-Girl's kind of my favorite superhero ever, so maybe I'm Spider-Girl, not Spider-Man.
Like, we don't discriminate here, you know. I'm just saying.
That's
Hire
true.
somebody.
If
I am Iron
I'm
Man.
Spider-Man, cool. I love Spider-Man too, so
All right.
let's see. Still looking through them.
Hmm.
I think Iron Man wins because Iron Man's got a lot of votes.
What the hell? How does Iron Man? I should have just saw this coming, man. Like seriously.
Chocolate cookies might win.
Someone said, I want you 3 to have a fangirl off. Pick your poison, now have at it. What's that mean?
Like basically fanboying, fangirling out, basically.
About what?
What is one topic that'll get you just fanboying out, Joe?
South Park?
All right, go ahead, fanboy it out.
South Park, The Walking Dead, maybe? I don't know. Breaking Bad?
Basically, how I was acting with Captain America, that's how you fanboy out. Get really excited about something and just keep on rambling and getting all super duper excited. That's fanboying or fangirling.
Oh, actually, here's a fun question real quick. Thoughts on video game movies? Should they stop making them? I wish some of them would follow the original stories, but they always want to do their own spin on them and often fail. That's a fun question because they are doing Assassin's Creed and Uncharted, which are going to be two.
No, Uncharted just got its release date today. So.
Right. Those are going to be two big movies. Big iterations. And Assassin's Creed is my favorite video game. So I always saw a more cinematic approach to it, and that was kind of what I appreciated was the story. So, I mean, thoughts on them? I'm for them if they're done correctly. You know, I'm definitely not against it. It's kind of like making a TV show a movie or something like that. It's taking a different medium and making it into something else.
Same for comic books. Think about that. Like, there was a lot of bad comic book movies before they got good. So we can't really say Resident Evil is the video game movie we all have to see to say, oh yeah, video game movies are bad, we shouldn't make them because Resident Evil wasn't good. But like we have Last of Us, which is supposed to be the story is supposed to be amazing and everything. Yeah. So we haven't gotten to see all these video game movies yet. It could be the new trend. So I say we haven't seen enough.
And Assassin's Creed, the movie, has Michael Fassbender. So I mean, don't be so against it when it's got Michael Fassbender in it. So. Well, what about you, Tony? You like that? You like Michael Fassbender?
Dude, that guy's awesome, man. Like, he killed that Magneto. I have the utmost faith in the guy. Hasn't led me wrong yet. He hasn't led me astray just yet.
I want him as Ezio. He needs to be Ezio.
I mean, I see the potential. Because, I mean, like Comic Uno said, back in the early 80s and 90s, comic book movies were terrible.
Especially Marvel movies.
Does anybody remember when Shaq was in the superhero movie once?
Shaq was?
Shaq. He played.
I don't remember what movie it was, but Shaq was in some sort of movie.
He was in the movie Steel.
Yes, yeah.
The character from Superman. Fucking Pamela Anderson was a superhero. Played Barb Woman.
That's scary.
I think one of the worst ones I saw was like this one called The Phantom, where literally this guy dressed up in all purple, and this isn't a joke, all purple is his costume, and he would run around the city, run around in the jungle, wearing all purple, as if he was incognito or something. Like
he's Purple Man.
Purple Man, like yeah. Those movies were terrible. But now, special effects has grown, storytelling has grown, so we've seen a renaissance in superhero movies lately. And I think the same thing's happening with video game movies. Now that video games have become somewhat of a very respected medium, people are trying to figure out, okay, how do we transition this into movies? They're taking the same steps as they did with the whole comic book thing. No one really has a clear direction, but we're just dabbling our feet in it right now. So maybe it might be Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed. It could be World of Warcraft, the movie that they're making, or the Halo movie they've been talking about for years. Who knows? Those movies just might be able to turn it all around.
So they have potential. I think we're pretty much all in the same boat there. That we're not against them. We just want them done right. There's another question here, and I saw this one. I really want to answer this. Are you guys gamers? They are making a Telltale Game of Thrones. How do you feel? I know. Yep, they are.
So that answers your question if Tony is a gamer.
I mean, I'm not much of a gamer, but if Telltale is making a Game of Thrones game, I'm fucking buying that like the minute it drops.
I have 2 Telltale reviews going up this week. One for The Wolf Among Us Season 1 and one for Walking Dead Season 2 Episode 4. Telltale is doing fantastic things right now. They're on a roll. So yes, I know me and Tony are gamers. Comic Uno, are you?
I used to be. Like, there's games I will play, like Super Smash Bros. Like, literally, we play every week. Me and my friend, my brother, we play literally. That's like our game. I play Call of Duty a lot, but I feel like that's just more of like me, like when I'm bored or like I just want to play. Not really like competitive or anything about it. Just like playing Call of Duty. So there's a few games I'll play. But I wouldn't call myself a gamer. I think there was a time I was, but not anymore.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of time for it.
But yeah, so they are making Telltale Game of Thrones. I'll get it because I like Telltale. I don't like Game of Thrones, but I have complete faith in Telltale.
And I think I looked through the replies. I think we got a winner. You guys want to know who it is?
Uh-oh.
Or do you want to go through questions? Let's go through questions first, and then whenever you guys are ready, I think we got the winner. So.
Uh-oh. There was a couple more Batman votes, Kat.
Was there more? The thing is, like, are we just counting the hashtags, or are we counting the comment comments?
No, not just the hashtags. Any really comment that says the hashtags just make
if it seems like a vote, that's the one we count.
Honestly, I want to say it's legit tied. I mean, I think I saw in the beginning a little bit more Captain America, but I feel like it's very much tied. I did see a little bit more Captain America in the beginning, though.
That'd be the first time that this happened, you know?
Well, there was one we just didn't get really anyone voting, so that one we had a tie. I think that was the first
I do remember that, actually.
That was our first one. What characters were it? Oh, Frank Underwood versus Walter White.
Versus Walter White, which should have been like clear-cut Frank Underwood, so...
Clear-cut Walter White, right.
What?
There you go, that's your
you know what they say about Walter White, right?
That he's the greatest television character ever conceived?
No, that he fell down faster than the Hindenburg disaster.
The Hindenburg?
Oh, please don't tell me you don't know what that is.
I don't.
It's that Zeppelin plane that crashed. I forget where they crashed, but it was like this huge disaster a long, long time ago. It was equivalent to like other disasters. But
for the people who got that joke in the comments.
One guy said, "Yes, I made it." Yeah, you're not too late. We're just kind of wrapping it up. So if you have any questions, if you have any questions or votes, now is the time because.
Yeah. But honestly, like, I really do think this is tied. Like, I'm looking through it because a lot of it, people were saying, yeah, Captain America's good at bronze, and then Batman's good at the brains. I mean, I saw it again. There was a good amount of numbers of hashtag Captain America, but with the big amount of explanations, I do think this one's tied.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too, I guess.
Well, I guess then, with that said, since America doesn't tie, I guess Captain America wins, everybody. Let's hear it for our winners.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you so much. The guy on the audio is Joe. We got drums.
Actually, wait. If it was just tied, we just got another vote for Batman, which would kind of.
Shite. Don't even. We stopped voting already.
No.
How about you guys want to run through it one more time? Again, maybe I didn't count it exactly right. Just look from what I was seeing. It looked pretty much tied. You guys can count again before we go.
To answer this one question, yes, I do like fried chicken, and it's not because I'm black. It's fucking delicious. I mean, come on, it's fried chicken.
I like fried chicken too, so.
I don't like fried food in general.
Universally loved food, All right, so Joe, you want to do it or do I do it?
I'll read through it, and do you want to tally it?
Should I write it down?
You could probably even do it in a little side thing.
All right, then.
I could tally if you guys want, and you guys can read through it.
All right.
Okay. Wow, there are a lot of comments.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there was a lot to go through.
It's Batman versus
I was looking Iron, it looked tied to me.
It is Batman versus Superman, just saying.
Okay, so it starts off and someone says Captain America is going to get red, black, and blue tonight from Batman, so deal with it. So do we consider that a Batman vote, or?
No.
No?
It's just a comment saying what's going to happen to Captain America.
Okay, so then that's the same for this one, right? Because this one says win for the red, white, and blue, Tony. So, yeah, so that's not really a vote either. Okay, so go Captain America, so I guess maybe go Captain America, is that a vote?
Wait, go Captain America? That might be a vote.
Okay, well, we'll call it a vote. So 1 for Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1 for cookies.
Okay.
1 for Iron Man.
The fuck?
someone just posted like a grudge match thing, Batman versus Captain America, and said Captain America won there. So I don't know if that's necessarily a vote. I was here. Batman. So one for Batman.
Okay.
All right.
There's one that kind of describes both characters, but I don't really see a vote for either one. Okay, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Batman.
Batman.
Spartans beat Ninja, so Captain America.
Okay. I'm counting it down, guys.
Someone said Batman wins this one. Deal with it, Tony.
Oh, this
Yeah, that's a vote. That's a vote. Count that as 3.
So that's one.
This is nerve-wracking.
Okay. And then we have another team Team Batman all the way.
Okay.
Nerve-wracking.
Captain America, but I think that guy voted already. Hold on a sec. No, he voted for Iron Man. Okay, so Captain America.
It's very tense.
This one, Kyle S. It kind of sounds like he's voting for Batman, but.
Oh yeah, I read his. He sounded like he was for Batman. He said it a couple times.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Batman vote. So.
All right. Yeah, count him as a vote.
All tense over at the Black Critic Guy tent as they count up the votes.
Right now, someone is winning. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, way to go, Cat! Keeping me in suspense. Ladies and gentlemen, Cat. Oh, by the way, when it's all said and done, guys, I'm gonna put a link to Comic Uno's channel. Be sure to subscribe if you want to know all things comic book related, and even check out her other channel, Comic Frontline. You said, right?
Yeah, Comic Frontline.
Mm-hmm. They do a lot of live chats and discussion pages. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of podcasts, comic reviews, well, more comic reviews and podcasts. So, and I'm hoping to get Tony on one of them. So, if you want to check that out.
Yeah, you better get me on.
Yes.
Batman. There's
Batman.
no one for Batman. They both die.
Okay, so -1.
For both of them.
Batman. Captain America. Batman. Captain America.
I'm telling you, I really think it's gonna be tied.
I don't know.
Okay, one for I don't know.
Captain America. Captain America.
Yeah, here comes
Captain America.
Mhm.
Captain America.
Okay.
Batman.
God damn it.
Batman.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This one voted though, I think. Hold on. The one just voted. Yeah. Okay. One repeated there. Captain America.
So I'm gonna put that one down.
Hold on a second. Let me just get right back to where I was. Okay. Chocolate cookies.
All right, 2 for chocolate cookies.
Damn, how many cookies? Oh my God.
Rainbow cookies, sugar cookies.
Cookies will win everything, man. Seriously.
Captain America.
It's
Batman.
close, I'm telling you that. Really close.
With the cookies, right?
You just got my last.
Cookies are winning right now, actually. And
you just got my last Batman, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
It's so nerve-wracking, man. I don't like the silence.
I know. I'm
Captain America.
I know what it is. Captain America.
You know, Captain America.
Okay.
The Winter Awesome, you know.
Batman.
Batman.
Hashtag please read my comment.
Okay, so 1 for please read my comment.
Hold on.
It's a lot of comments.
Yeah, like I said, dude, I love my subscribers. They're very loyal, very helpful, very supportive. You know,
Batman.
that's why I love them so much.
All right.
Someone says just make a rematch.
Oh, you're getting close to the end then.
Yeah. Captain America.
Okay.
Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America.
Yeah. Ooh.
Captain America.
American.
Captain America. Batman. Batman. Captain America.
Uh-huh.
Batman.
112
Oh my
votes.
God.
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
And that's it. Someone repeated their vote for Captain America, but they
That's
already
it?
repeated.
That's it? Okay.
Hold on, let me reload one final time to see.
All right, because I'm going to press enter. You guys are going to say.
I was about to say, dude, I don't know, man. I just checked it. It went from 111 to 212. So
I'm going to press enter, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
okay, so
Oh my God!
go. We're done. We're done taking.
17-17.
We're done taking. We're done taking votes. Really?
Yeah. They tied.
Oh,
Tony, right here.
That is
You both won this
unbelievable.
one.
ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 17 all, the winner is both of them. Literally, 17-17. You all voted and we tied.
And after we stopped voting, so even though it doesn't count, someone said Captain America and someone said Batman.
So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's still 18-18.
This is, guys,
This is
thank you for
crazy.
voting. This is a lot of fun.
You know what, though? You know what? I'm actually happy because both of us would have been disappointed if we lost this one. Like, seriously. I know I would have been.
Yeah, it was very intense. So
So I gotta give it up to Joe for being a team player. So thank you, Joe.
yeah, Tony, this was definitely a good one. This was one of our stronger ones.
Yeah.
So.
It's a good thing none of us like Thor.
I'm sorry. Really sorry, Thor. I don't like Thor either, so.
This was the most intense voting too that we've
Yes,
had.
this was the most intense. So guys, from the bottom of all of our hearts,
We all win.
thank you we all win. Yeah, definitely, we all win.
We all
We're
win.
all winners out of this one.
What?
We're all winners out of this one, so.
Right. We get Captain America versus Batman.
Yeah. And then Captain America beat Batman's ass, and then
They
Batman
both
was like,
died, actually. It was brutal. They both died. They both, or they both gave up. They're like, you know what? Shake hands. We're better than this.
Captain America goes up to him, he's like, "Hey, you ever tried shawarma?"
No, and that's the end of their battle.
Like,
Yeah, I know a great little restaurant in France. I always go to with Catwoman. You can come with me.
That needs to happen.
don't worry, I'm not wearing my hockey pants.
College humor. Nice.
Anyway, I guess that ends this little this ends movie warfare, guys. It's without doubt the most successful movie warfare that we've had so far. It's probably another very interesting topic. Even after this closes, I want you guys to comment and let us know what would you like to see for another movie warfare? What would you like to see? Since we are taking a break, post in the comments what movie warfare would you like to see next? Which two characters would you like to see featured in movie warfare?
Yeah, we'll be back August 5th on Agree to Disagree with
TV warfare.
TV warfare, and then
That
back
should
on
be a lot of fun.
August 12th.
And then
So-
maybe, you know, Comic Uno can finally keep her promise and feature me in one of her live chats, you know. 'Cause
I will. No, trust me. I think it's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna get Tony on Media Madness.
But I guess now we do the conclusion and stuff. Like I said, this is the end of Movie Warfare. Thank you all for watching. I want to thank Comic Uno, our very special guest, for joining us for Movie Warfare.
Thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Hopefully we can join her, like she can join us again. Maybe we'll do another comic book clash thing, or maybe she might have something to contribute and stuff. And also, I just want to thank the lovely and talented Joe from Agree to Disagree, who he's the light of my life. I accept this award on behalf of Joe. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone for commenting. The votes were a lot of fun tonight to go through that. So thanks for everyone for watching, and especially this is probably the most active you guys have been in one of these. So it seems to be going over pretty well. So yeah, and like Tony said, let us know, because we would like to tell you who's next in TV warfare, movie warfare, but we don't know.
So you guys are probably gonna have to choose.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out. So definitely let us know suggestions down below. So because we definitely take your suggestions into consideration. So yeah.
All right. And just remember, it takes this much.
There we go. You remember.
Both Comic Uno and Agree to Disagree. Links will be in the description, guys. So stay tuned for that. And I guess now it's time to do the epic outro, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
guys,
Agree to disagree.
Huh?
You said epic outro, so I said we have to agree to disagree.
Son of a bitch. You got an outro, Cat?
Bye, this is Comic Uno. Follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page.
All right. Well, guys, until the next video comes, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, because I know I truly enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Waller II, Captain America Black Critic Guy. Until then, peace, YouTube.